put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. His first carry, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the third running back taken in April's draft. This is James Cook. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens will take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the toss, Drake going left. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 33. A big pickup of 38. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Ravens had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2nd down and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hines. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
Now it's Hines. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Cook up the gut. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, Drake. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Drake one more time on second down. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 92 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They go play action now. Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Dances by him. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, it stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. He dumps it off to Drake. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
To throw again is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the 1st half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he hits Drake. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete to Likely. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And award that sack to Boogie Basham.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
This goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Being chased out left. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On the give, this is Drake. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 111 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right back to Drake. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson now. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. From the 41, Allen. Pass complete to Hines. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They try again with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. Connecting with Andrews. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Slot man moves right. Jackson. It's complete to Drake. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing, Jackson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now Jackson. That's caught. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So
yeah, my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody way. We the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.